Welcome back to my channel. I'm Mama Eve, and today's a good day. Today's a great day. Today have been a fabulous day. No, it haven't. It have absolutely been a marvelous day. But most of all, it's been a day of victory. And I'm praying that it's been that way for you too. So, if this is the first time that you're visiting our community, I want to say welcome. And I am the one and only Mama Eve. I don't know if that's good or bad, but welcome to this channel. So tonight we have something called Thank You, Stone University. We have something called Tuesday Tea. And Tuesday Tea is, yes, you can grab your cup of tea, but tea is also information talking. So tonight we're going to do a little bit of both. I'm waiting for them to brew my tea, but get yourself a snack, get yourself a nice cup of tea. It's kind of chilly here today. It's been kind of chilly all day. So I have a sweater behind me in case I get a little cold. But I'm going to drink the nice warm tea. So I know that it is going to warm me up. All right, let's see. Minnesota, have that. Hello, Jay. Rose of Venus, thank you. Qua Star, Qua Star. You say afternoon. So where are you? Where are you watching me from? Let's do that tonight. If y'all, yeah, let's do that. Because she said afternoon. So here it is early evening. It's 7:21 here p.m. Hey, Estoya, Cobra. Hello. I love the four-leaf clovers. Love it. Okay. I hope that everybody was blessed last night with the reading special. Um, I oh, Nicola, the UK. Wow. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the farthest? Florida. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Okay. PA. Yes, I was talking to a client today, and she was telling me she lived in some part of upstate New York, and she was trying to tell me you can drive right through PA and keep going, and you'll get to where I live at. So I'm thinking upstate New York, that's up by Canada somewhere. But she said, no, I'm not that far. So I need to take a trip to upstate New York, right? Minnesota. Okay, I do remember that. Good night, watching. So in the UK, it is nighttime. All right. So just really had a wonderful time. If you missed out the reading, y'all not gonna believe what I'm gonna say. Do you not know that I have requested it? I have been requested today or asked today to do another reading special. Not even 24 hours, I've been asked kindly to do another reading special. So my answer was, I'll see. I'll see. I will try to do one soon. I just don't know if it's going to be before I come back or before I leave. But I'm going to thank everybody that participated. Even if you did not, if you wasn't one of the 18, 19, 21, 22 readings that I did, but you was there to support. And we had some ones that was watching out for the trollers and the spammers, and making sure that everybody did the thumbs up. And it's something when the community work together. It's really something when the community work together. That stuff I didn't worry about, because generally my granddaughters, they help me, but one is back in school now, so she couldn't be on. But I told her today, I said they took care of everything for me. I didn't have to worry. I didn't have to stop. I didn't have to try to correct things, or they kept everything in line, and I do appreciate everybody that helped out last night. Thank you. I know, see, Toy, even today. Hey, Juicy Fruit, how you? Talea, hello. Cornwallis, do you have any moderators right now? Um, we do have some, but I don't think I'm going to be on tonight. But I was taught by Amani, that's one in the community, that told me how to block. I wish I could permanently block some of these, what they call them, trollers or things like that. But all they do is they change their names. So anybody come on here with some negative stuff, 24 hours you're being blocked. And if I have to do it every 24 hours, guess what? I will. I was asked today to even talk about that in our, within our Tuesday tea. I was trying to, I wanted to, I just my mind been going so crazy. I was like, okay, what topic can we talk about? And it was suggested an open forum tonight. Let you bring up topics. Let you bring up situations, and the community as one get together and help one another out. And I said, "Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea." I feel like I don't have to do everything. We're in this thing together. So if anybody have a topic that you want to bring up or you want to discuss, feel free. And it's about anything. It does not have to be just strictly about spirituality, but it can be. It could be about anything. If you have some kind of situation, and we're all going to chime in. We're all going to chime in. So as the community chimes in, I'm going to be reading what they may have a suggestion that I don't have. Or they may know, like the other day, somebody wanted to know about actually physical running, and she wanted to do something to build her energy. And we had some good. Here's one of the moderators right here. Amani, I was just talking about you. So everybody chimed in and said, well, try this, try vitamins, try water, try doing some more warm-ups. And it was a beautiful thing when everybody chimed in together. And they chimed in together. So tonight on this open forum, you could talk about anything. You want to talk about something going on in the news. You want to talk about something going on in the community, in your community where you live, something going on with your personal life, relationships, all of that. You are welcome to bring it to the community. You're welcome. And other than that, I'm still waiting for my tea. So how long have it been? Tea, and actually I asked for some fruit. So we'll see. I might get it after I get off of here, the rate I'm going. Let's see. I want to talk about all these missing brown babies in Virginia. Good topic. Great topic. So we all feel free to chime in. Amani, I told them that you was the moderator. You are one that look out for the trollers and the spams and all of that. I've been trying to keep my eye out because somebody is determined that they're trying to come in and mess up our energy here, but we are not going to have it. Okay, let's see. Spirit told me that we will be all right, but I am absolutely off-centered, worried about this administration and festering of hate. I try not to question spirit, but I am human and sacred. That's okay. That's great. Okay, let's do the first topic. Um, the missing babies in Virginia. From my understanding, are you talking about the ice cream trucks? The ice cream trucks. And if you're in Virginia or you have family in Virginia, um, you might want to pay a little bit attention. Um, so I heard about this a few nights ago. It was actually one of the grandchildren. Hello, King David. It was just one of the grandchildren that asked me, did I know about the missing children? Over 50, I believe, missing children um, in Virginia. And they was associating it with an ice cream truck. And I said, no, I didn't hear about it. Because really, if I'm not on, I don't watch like the evening news and things like that. If I'm watching any news at all, there's something that's probably political, to be honest with you, or I'm talking about news wise. But so she showed me the article. She showed me what they were saying about this ice cream truck lurking around, and the kids are missing. And do you want to know what happened? About 2 or 3 nights later, thank you. About, okay, no, this is fine, thank you. About 2 or 3 nights later, it was, I think, 9:30, and my granddaughter called me. She said, Grandma, look. And she opened up the door, and the first thing I heard was the ice cream truck music playing. And I was screaming, like, get in the house. Do not go outside. Why would an ice cream truck be outside at nearly 10 o'clock at night? No, this is not something that we should take lightly. This is a way that they're doing something to these children. Definitely. What spirit got to say about it? I don't watch news. Yes, I believe that it's an organization. It's an organization that's snatching these babies. It's an organization, and it's not just by chance that they are missing. And I do feel as though, and listen, this is really serious. It's not going to stop in Virginia. It's going to spread. It is going to spread. They are doing something with these babies. They're trafficking them, or they're doing something with these babies. So if you have any children, grandchildren, godchildren, neighbors, go to the grocery store and buy them some ice cream. And we have to teach them not to talk to strangers. But let me tell you, the enemy is deceiving. What children don't like ice cream from an ice cream truck? But when it comes down to danger or their life, we just have to go and make some sacrifices and make some ice cream or buy some ice cream and let them eat them at home at a certain time. Do not let your child know where they're at. You have to know where your children at. You have to know where they're at because it's too dangerous out here. But I do feel as though it is not one particular person, but it is an organization. All right. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So the next one, Spirit told me that we will be all right, but I am absolutely off center, worrying about this administration, the festering of hate. Well, you're right. I guess I would be more worried if the spirit didn't come through for our yearly community reading that stated or that told me that we would be okay. Um, there is it is such a it's powers out there. Not all powers are good. Some of them are evil, and a lot of this is what we're dealing with. It's like a spirit that have possessed some folks. I know being a black woman, I see it more so now than I have in prior years that it's a boldness. Have y'all noticed that? It's a boldness that some would have that didn't have it before, that spew hate for somebody that don't look like them or don't speak like them. And it's horrible. It's almost like, okay, we got a free pass. We can do whatever we want to do. We can hurt people's feelings. We can say we want to say because we're covered. Yes. And I don't like it a bit, but we have to look at it like this. The light always overrides darkness. So we as the light bearers, where there's so much hate, we have to the more hate is being spewed, that's the more love we should be sharing. And that's not always easy, but I think that that is what is needed today in this crazy world. You know, at one time, um, years ago, you could be pretty safe anywhere. Now, you're not safe nowhere. So that's why it's important to stay covered and stay protected. And that's both physically and spiritually. All right. Next topic. Anybody else have another topic that y'all want to discuss? And listen, y'all can chime in on this. Mhm. Any more topics? You're welcome. It's crazy. I experienced it in my store the other day, or I'm one of the tenants upstairs. Okay, one of the tenants upstairs, because I was parked a little over the line, he called me a word that I wouldn't call, but nobody's seen him for the last 3 4 days. He's been in his house, so he needs to watch his mouth. He gonna learn. All right, what is your go-to protection oil? I like Fiery Wall of Protection, Uncut. I like hmm, I do like Saint Michael, Uncut. See, I mix a lot of my oils. So we make a lot of our oils, and then you might have 3 or 4 oils in one oil. So it depends. Santa Morte Black for protection, believe it or not. It really depends on what I'm trying to protect myself from. Good old sage oil is good. Rosemary oil is good. So there's a lot. There's a lot of oils that would be my go-to oil. Okay. Hey mama, how are you doing today? Happy Tuesday. Hello, butterfly. I'm doing great. Got my tea, and I got this is called the yellow melon. It's a yellow honeydew melon, but I thought it was going to be yellow, but it's white. Oh, it's good. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. So tonight, you can bring up any topic, and we're going to discuss it amongst the community, right? This is an open forum. It's a two-way street. Y'all don't forget that the next class is coming up next week, and the next two classes are already posted. And I will be doing another reading special. I just don't know when. I've been asked repeatedly today. Kind. I mean, it wasn't nasty. It was kind. Would you please do another one? So I have agreed. I just don't know. Y'all know. I don't know. I might pull out the water. I might pour out the fire. I don't know, but it'll be coming soon. Okay. So and this is something else. At school, some of the schools have opened today or yesterday. Y'all make sure that your babies have their spiritual baths, and get them anklets or bracelets. Um, get them prayer cloths, place them in the book bags. Do all of that. Whether it's, a preschooler, nursery schooler, or high schooler. Protect those babies. They're going back to school. And they're going to need it. They're going to need it this year. I'm telling you. If y'all need me, I already have a bubble bath for children. But y'all know I also also customize baths. But the baby bath is wonderful. It's not just for babies, but it's for my little ones. Okay? We have to get them ready, because not only is a lot of spiritual activity going on, but if your children are like my grandchildren, at the beginning of the school year, they always get sick with all the germs and things. Now with people, it's even worse. Now some of the kids are not being vaccinated. So, get them baths, get them protection bracelets, um, get those. We've been making anklets for the babies, so they can actually wear it under their socks, so nobody can see them. Okay, let's see. Huh. Let me tell you, Amani, you are right. He made a big mistake. I was sharing that with a client today. I was like, listen, let me tell you something. We was talking about trolling. We was talking about this energy that's been for the last week trying to sneak up in this community. Um, I said they don't know they don't know who they're playing with. They may think they're playing with me, but they don't know who they're playing with. They don't. They really don't, they don't understand. Because if they did understand, if they did know, they would go get themselves their own channel. I don't even want them to mess with anybody else. And that's one thing. Let's talk about that a little bit. Let's talk about that a little bit. Why do people purposely go on other people's channels and try to wreck them or send bad energy, when all they have to do is get their own channel? What is it? Is it jealousy? Because don't they understand that every time they watch you, they are supporting your channel? So y'all help me understand that, because I don't understand it. Not at all. Somebody said they're miserable people. Well, find something else to do. Find something else to do. Oh, oh. Monty said they already probably have a channel with no subscribers. Yep, they probably got two. Mm-hmm. They probably have two or three, and that's it. Let's see here. I did the baths for my grandbabies already. I do not do new bracelets because all three lost broke them last year. But if you suggest it, I will prepare some this weekend. Get that bracelets. Hmm. Put their Do it as anklets. Okay. They better sit down somewhere before I know. Yep. A vacation, a slumber. Hmm. You're absolutely correct. What's your opinion about cord cutting from parents? Y'all come on. Y'all can chime in too. What is your opinion about cord cutting from parents? Hmm. Hmm. Some may deserve it. It would depend. I can see both ways. I can see as the child, um, adult, not a child underage, but an adult saying enough is enough. We just need to go our separate ways. I love you, but we just need to cut some things out because it's toxic. It could be just as toxic as any relationship. So I see that. Now, I would discuss it with them first. But if the energy is not right, sometimes you gotta just back up. You gotta just back up. So I do feel as though sometimes we have to do it for our own sanity. Sometimes we just have to back up for our own sanity. So especially if it's abusive and we need to be healed and we can't be healed, um, then just because you cut a cord, it does not mean that the healing can't take place and then you connect the cord. If you cut the cord, you can connect the cord, right? I've heard when a spiritual bracelet breaks, it's either caught something or it may be time for a new one. Yeah, sometimes if they take baths or showers, the string, if they have a string, sometimes by it being wet all the time, that also can cause a bracelet to break. And then guess what? Sometimes negative energy would cause mhm, a spiritual bracelet to break. Let's see. I've been looking for protection bracelets that can be worn as anklet. We make them. I'll get her maybe not tomorrow, but maybe Friday to post a few. All right? But yes, so what you do with the anklet is we ask for a measurement. So you have a measurement and that's how we make them. All right? Hey, Amani, I will not allow anyone to disturb my peace. I don't care who it is, my brother. This is what I'm saying. If if you sometimes you it don't matter. You just need to take a step back to heal yourself. So I know it's a bad thing to say, but it's the truth. You have to worry about your own sanity. You know, if you're broken, you can't even help anybody else. And if they're help breaking you, and you didn't ask them several times and they just, no, you have to do that cord cutting. But once again, remember I say that just because a cord cuts does not mean that we can't reconnect it. Right? All right. What's your go-to protection stone? Black tourmaline. I love black tourmalines for protection. Yes, I do. And the ones we have, the not the tumbled ones, but the raw ones, it kind of reminds me of black glass. They are absolutely gorgeous. But I like them. Okay. Let's see here. There you go. And make them so that you can. Thank you, Amani. Y'all hit the like button. I prepare them with elastic string so they would be yes. Okay, but if they put them as if you can measure it and make an anklet out of it, because children are funny. But what's that? What what kind of bracelet are you wearing and things like that. So if you put it as an anklet when they go to school, they'll have on socks, so nobody will see them, and you don't have to worry about somebody pulling it, touching it, and things like that. Because once again, it's out of sight, out of mind. But that's great. And you know what you do when you're making the protection bracelet? You pray over each bead. You speak over each bead, okay? Mm-hmm. All right. Any more topics? It could be about anything, anything, anything at all. I don't know what kind of dinner this is, y'all. Melon and tea, but that's what it is. Let me tell y'all what I had for lunch today. I had salsa with lemon and what is guacamole made up? What is wrong with my head now? I can't think. Avocado, and I had some pita crackers with that, and it was absolutely positively great. It was so good. The lemon juice just to me tops it off. It's just wonderful. So no meat for you for me today yet. Yeah. Mm-mm. She said she had a Dollar Tree hamburger. Mm-mm, baby. I'm careful about hamburger. The one down here, the health department closed it up. And then from that point on, if it's not something dry, mm-mm. And I ain't no meat. Nope, 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 nope. Mm-mm. I had a bad experience with another type of restaurant, and I ordered a burger, and the burger, it turned me against it, and I was like, never again. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Let me say, Sherry says, hi, I'm late, but I'll replay. My hit foot candle burned out. My hit foot candle burning right now. Thank you. Hot foot, your hot foot candle. Hot foot candle. Oh yeah, baby. The lucky elephant and the hot foot, the Psalms 35. Matter of fact, we're out of the Psalms 35 right now. We have to make some more on Thursday. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, not tomorrow, not Thursday, tomorrow. We are totally out of the Psalms 35 candles. Let's see. Yes, have you tried sprinkle of it on the edge and squeeze the lemon on your avocado? No, What? I don't. I know. I know. I never tried that, but I will try it. I will try it. That salsa. I mean, I make my own guac too, but that salsa was divine. And I had two small avocados and I cut it up in there and put the lemon in there. And oh my gosh, it was so good. So this is it for me for tonight. I probably won't eat anything um, for the rest of the night. I do have a watermelon upstairs though. All right, let's see. Is there any other topics, questions, um, anything that we as a community together can help one another? I'll give y'all a chance. Do y'all still see commercials in my during my lives? Because I don't get to see them from this point. Yes, yes, good, good, good. All right, so y'all watch the commercials. That's important, okay? At one time, my mom was so excited because she said, "You have a John Deere and a Wawa's," and I said, "Oh, really?" Because we don't get to see them. They place them wherever they want to place them, and they select them. So I'm glad that y'all watch them. Y'all help me get these. Help me get the 100K. Everybody that came in the shop today, I gave them my YouTube, and I said, check me out and subscribe and share it with your friends. Let's see. Another question. My Jericho rose keep getting moldy. I change the water every week. Am I doing something wrong? You are putting too much water. Too much water. It should only, and that's a good question because that happens often to people. The water should just cover the root. If you put too much, because believe it or not, I've had customers to come back and they put the Rose of Jericho in a bowl and they fill it up, the whole bowl, they fill it up all the way over top of the Rose of Jericho. It's not going to last that way. What you just need just a tiny bit of water. And what also will help is let it stand there for a week, take it out, let it dry, then put it back in. All right. It's not that you that's probably the only reason why it is getting moldy because it's too much. You leaving it in too long and it's too much water. So just put enough, just to barely cover the roots. Okay. It's still going to open up. It's still going to be beautiful. It's still going to do its thing. But that is something that come along with them. You know what I tried to do? I tried to plant one of them in dirt. It didn't do nothing. Not at all. Not at all. So when you change the water every week, take it out, let it completely dry, and then start all over again. All right? Y'all don't forget from the 29th to September the 8th, do not book no appointments with me because I will not be in the country. Nope, mine either. I tried it though. She said she tried it too and it didn't even open up. And I watered it and everything. I put it in a flower pot and it would not, it would not do nothing. Nothing. So, what do y'all have y'all heard the John Legend song? And I can't think of the one he sings with. It's called Church. Have anybody heard that? The It's John Legend, but it's also a gospel singer. The name of the song is called Church. What is your if so? What is your opinion? Um, because that's been some tea. That's that's been some tea that she went to the other side because she made this song with John Legend. Have y'all heard it? And what is your opinion about that? Because I'll give you my opinion about it. It is a beautiful song. To me, it is very it's true. The meaning, the words, the lyrics is true. Um, I listen, I don't have um in my circle everybody, and I'm saying everybody, do not worship the way I worship. Everybody do not believe or practice the way I practice. Um, and what about because a person is different? Does that mean that you can't still live in a world where people don't believe like you do? I Hey Eden, it kind of messes with me when I hear stuff like that, because how is it, what about if because he hooked up with this gospel singer that he turned his life around? See, I have a problem with people that say stuff like that. I have a problem because a lot of them that's not singing with him, he may be a believer more so than some of them that's on the stage. I have a problem when people judge people. And maybe that's just my pet peeve, but I really, I get upset about that. I watch it and I listen to them and I'm like, why? Because they don't know people like me could sit down and look at the TV and read them. And some of them shouldn't even be on there because they have a channel that they're talking about. Um, this one did this and this one did that. Well, what about getting the mote out your own eye? What about judging yourself before you judge others? You know what the old folks say? I don't mean old folks because I'm old, but they say I got 6 months to mind my own business and 6 months to leave yours alone. But no, for real, it really it pees me off to hear them saying, "Oh, she done sold out. She done sold out." And if we take it because it's Tuesday tea and I can do that, the religious folks is the one that said crucify him. They told Jesus to crucify him. 7 days prior, it was Hosanna. So what is wrong with you got some old gospel singers dancing, gyrating, and rapping and doing all this stuff. But because they're in an arena, in a church setting, they're okay. But you have no meaning in your songs, none at all. You got a good beat, you got a good beat to dance. But then you have somebody that have a true message. If y'all didn't listen to the song, if you listen to gospel music, check it out. It's called Church. I have to ask my son. I don't have my phone here to Google who the female is, but I know John Legend's on there, and the meaning is absolute. Get the words. Look at the lyrics. It is absolutely appropriate and true, and that's probably why they don't like it because he's telling the truth, and I love it. I listen to it every day, probably more than once a day, and I'm going to continue. So y'all check that out. I'm stealing that one. Which one are you stealing? S Toya? Y'all stop it. I'm not preaching. I give y'all, but when I do preach, I be screaming like a crazy woman, y'all. Let's see. You like Mahalia Jackson? Did I like Mahalia Jackson? She was all right. She was all right. You know, that type of that genre of music that it was appropriate for that time. It's appropriate for that time. But look, you talking to somebody that loves Beyonce. What she do in her secret closet, that's her business. I like her music. And it's something because I watch on Facebook and YouTube sometime when the people doing the dances and all that stuff. And they the main, sometimes they're the main ones on Sunday talking about her. Okay. That's it, Sherry. Tasha Cobb. Y'all check the song out. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Y'all, I just really a lot. Just like people assume, just like with us in this community. I'm sure that people assume, oh, they worship the dark side, and they doing in all actuality, 90% of y'all do not. That's why I'm so excited about opening back up the temple. Notice I'm not calling it a church because I'm going to be ministering to the outcast, which a lot of us here are, or we feel like we are. We really not. So y'all get a chance, y'all listen to that. Any more topics? Any more topics? We got about 13 more minutes. She's talented. And I still, you know what? Call me insane. I don't care. She still can come back to her roots. She still have time as long as she's breathing, as long as her heart is beating. We just we just take it all the way to the other side, around the corner, around the bend, because we don't understand. There is a lot of organizations that I know of that Christians involve themselves in that I could say the same thing, or we could say the same thing about them. We do some ritualistic stuff. A lot of us do. To get in some organizations, we do some ritualistic stuff that is not godly. Let's see here. Hey, mama, miss your rod lies. I don't know what that is. All right. Trouble won't last. Yep. Hey, Illuminati. Baby, before I do anything every day, I have my own personal devotion. Because when you realize that it's only God, His grace and His mercy that keep you, when you realize what you've been through in life, and with some people they would have had strokes, heart attacks, they would have checked up out of here, but yet it's a learning experience, and all of that craziness, you look at yourself and say, I made it. So me, myself, and I, And somebody told me, you just talk about God too much on there. What are you talking about? You listen, y'all don't have to believe in God. I know I do, because I know without him, none of this would have existed. I wouldn't be talking to over 17,000 people. So, this is a personal thing. It's a personal thing. Don't care who like it. They don't like it. They don't like me saying it on YouTube. They cut the channel. That's just where I'm at. But I tell you true, every day before my day start, and most of the time, I can't say every night, but most of the time, I take at least an hour to 2 hours for devotion at night. And that might be listening to music. That might several of y'all have called me and said, "Who's that preaching in the background? What's that song?" And I'll tell you. Because that's how I want to end my day, and that's how I want to start my day. I want to start my day with prayer. I want to end my day with prayer. And it's not just a personal thing, because I pray for everybody here. I don't care if you believe or not. I pray for y'all anyway. Y'all can't stop me. Unless y'all like the man that I told you. He said, don't pray over my stuff, okay? But the whole story's prayed over. And I'm going to continue to do that. Because some people like that, and some people don't. Let's see here. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for all y'all, because I know y'all don't have to take an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours a week and sit down and listen to me with my silly self sometimes. You don't have to do that. Okay. So we got 7 minutes left. Next topic. Oh, this is what I want to do. It's not that I have to do it. This is what I want to do. When I tell y'all things, and anybody that knows me, whether you've been with me for years or you've come in my presence, you've talked to me, you've seen me, you talked to me on the phone, you know that there are certain things that I pray for my community. I want people to be well, physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. I want the best. I want everybody in my community to be blessed and stay blessed. Their families be blessed. Their lineage be blessed. Their grandchildren. I want that. I want that. Even if they don't like me, because you got some haters on here. We already know that. We got some haters on here. They just disguise themselves with the thumbs up and all that stuff. But I pray for them too. Don't matter. Even the crazy troller. I really feel kind of, because if all you got to do is to try to mess up people's energy, you need prayer. You might need a good cursing out too, but you need prayer. What? You just talk about prayer, God. So Peter cussed. All right. So I appreciate y'all. I don't know if I'm going to be back one tomorrow. I think I'm going to take a night off, but we'll see. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Eden. It must work, because if y'all know how tired I be sometimes, that's why sometimes I slow down, because I'm like, I'm so tired. But I told y'all, I'm going to try my best to be more diligent in coming and doing these lives and doing these videos. And I'm a woman of my word. You right about that. I don't know about giving up my food for them though. Well, we got to know too that fast is not just food. Yes. So um I'm going to be I might take tomorrow off, but then I'll be back. I'll try to be back Thursday, or I'll be back tomorrow and I'll be off Thursday. Getting ready for the class coming up. Y'all still have time. Go ahead over to the website, sign up for the class. You are built for this. You are built for this. What does it mean to be spiritual? What should you expect when you choose this path, or this path have chosen you? It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be wonderful. So go ahead over, get your desk, secure your desk and your chair. I always make a joke, who's going to be the teacher's pet? So, let's get these classes rolling. The best student is a good teacher. Well, I just do what I just talk. I just try to enlighten people. That's it. All right. Once again, I will be having a reading special again. Um, it may be before I leave, or it may be after I come back. I will definitely give y'all the day's notice so that you can adjust your schedule. I don't know what type of reading. I don't know how much it's going to be. I don't know any of that. All right. I don't know any of that yet. It's just today that I've been asked several times to do it again because people could not participate yesterday. But they did participate, and they thought about other things that they wanted to ask. And that happens quite often. All right. So I will be doing another special. I don't want to say Monday, but I may try to do it on Monday. I may try to do it on Monday. I know it's not going to be over the weekend because I have not even packed yet. I just pulled out the suitcases. I got to get my stuff packed up. So it's been lovely. Thank you for this Tuesday tea. Let's not forget to get our babies protected for school. All right. And if you need the anklets or baths or anything like that, you call me. I don't think that they're on the website, the anklets, but I'm going to see if I can get her on to post them. But meanwhile, if you need anything and you don't see it on the website, it does not mean that I do not have it. It does not mean that. You'd be surprised how many items we have in the store, and it is constantly growing and growing and growing. So don't hesitate to call me, even if it's a special type of oil you need blended, or a special bath, customized bath you need me to make. Just call me, and I assure you, if I don't answer the phone, somebody will give me a message, but most of the time I answer the phone myself. All right. So here, I love our channel because we're not just an ordinary channel, but we are a community, one for all and all for one. Know that I appreciate you. And I'm so glad that we didn't have to deal with the troller tonight. Okay. So, but if I did, I know I was already covered. I know all y'all over here got my back. All right. So I only got one other thing to say, and that is kisses. Mwah.